Big Brother Australia, Fan vs Faves 2022's Tim Dormer has opened up about being autistic in a chat with Heartbreak High star Chloé Hayden. Chloé has frequently spoken about being autistic, chronically ill and having ADHD on her popular TikTok channel. Now, the Geelong-based actor is being widely praised for her accurate representation of neurodivergency on Netflix's new teen drama. In the September 13th episode of his podcast, Big Mouth, Tim defined neurodivergency as when someone's brain processes and/or behaves differently from what is considered typical. It is also a non-medical umbrella term for attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADHD, autism spectrum disorder, ASD, and dyslexia, among others. Tim Dormer comes out as neurodivergent while chatting to TikToker Chloé Hayden. Tim explained that he has always felt a little bit different, and hoped his chat with Chloé would give listeners a different perspective on what neurodivergency is like for people who are actually experiencing it. "Autistic brains are filled with magic, dude," Chloé said. "Autistic brains are so freaking cool." The pair discussed their experience of feeling like they were missing something because everybody else had an instruction manual. They also focused on a more positive outlook, seeing their sparkle and uniqueness as an asset. The pair touched on ASD symptoms including overstimulation, special interests, being highly empathetic and struggling with social cues. Big Brother's Tim Dormer has previously spoken about being autistic despite coming out as neurodivergent during his most recent podcast. Tim has previously spoken about being autistic on social media. During his now infamous Twitter feud with Big Brother co-star Estelle Landy, Tim slammed one troll for misdiagnosing him. "Do you want my psych's number to discuss your expert opinion?" Tim asked, adding, "You're a reality TV fan, not a psych." Big Brother's Tim Dormer is still learning about the correct language for neurodivergency. Tim explained on the podcast that he had only recently been professionally diagnosed with level 1 ASD and was afraid of being put inside a box. However, Chloé might have been keeping her lips politely sealed, having been a huge advocate on TikTok for eradicating the outdated levels still used in the DSM-5, which psychiatrists use as a diagnostic tool. Tim is seemingly at the start of his journey in identifying as neurodivergent, which can be a huge relearning process. As such, it's understandable that he referenced this debated terminology. They later discussed using inclusive language, hitting back at people who claim they don't look autistic or everybody's a little bit on the spectrum. Tim admitted that he previously thought that was the way it worked because everybody had quirks, however, stated that he is very willing to learn. Want even more goss? Listen to episode 214 of the So Dramatic podcast with Megan Puschetto below. Know something that we don't? Spill the tea here. Get the tea first. Follow So Dramatic on Instagram and tune in on Mondays to get your reality tea fix with the So Dramatic podcast with Megan Puschetto. Jess Houston, September 19, 2022.